Thank you.
Let's take you to Delta State, where Governor Sheriff Oborevwori is positioning himself for the 2027 governorship race, not through early political campaigns, but by delivering projects that directly improve the lives of Delta residents. This was revealed by the Delta State Commissioner for Works, Rural Works and Public Information, Charles Aniagu, during an inspection of ongoing road projects. According to him, the governor's strategy is rooted in providing meaningful infrastructure, especially in rural areas where development has long been overdue. Ikenna Amechi has the story.
The inspection tour began in Isoko North local government area, where the team visited the 4.8-kilometer Phase 2 Emevo Ivrogbo Orogun Road, a corridor designed to link several communities to Ugili North. In Isoko South, the commissioner and his team also inspected the construction of the 3.2-kilometer Amaka Ogodogbo Ivu Access Road at Opolenwe, as well as the Phase 3 of the Opolenwe Uwe Road and Bridge.
And this corridor is one corridor that I will plead with the governor to come and commission, because it is a beautiful sight to behold. And so as we continue to do this, we will also use it to enhance peace and security, because people can now move very, very freely. And so you see that everything that have to do with the more agenda can be found in these different projects. So as soon as we leave here, now we'll proceed to also inspect some other projects in Uwe and Okpe local government.
The tour continued in Okpe local government area, where officials assessed the 15.7-kilometer Ororokpe Ukuloho Oviri Road, the 12.5-kilometer Okwitolo Okobia Aragba Road, and the Osubi Okukoko Ugolo Okpe storm drainage project designed to tackle perennial flooding in the area.
In terms of Oborevwori, whether there is an election coming or not, governance is not going to suffer. And you can see the amount of work that is going on here. We are doing this supervision and tour of these projects because as we are launching into the new year, given this over 70% of the infrastructure provision in the 2026 budget, you know that demand means more when he says more in terms of projects. So there are not too many states in Nigeria today that have that kind of ratio in terms of their budgetary provision. So where we have over 1 trillion naira that will be going into infrastructure. And we are trying to ensure that these ones give way to enable us to expand the frontiers of construction and indeed the meaningful development that Oborevwori promised the people of Delta.
The commissioner reiterated that even as 2026 approaches, a year typically dominated by politics, the Oborevwori administration remains committed to delivering infrastructure across Delta State without allowing election activities to become a distraction. Ikenna Amechi, TVC News, Ororokpe, Delta State.
Our senior reporter Ikenna Amechi joins me on News from the State from Asaba. Ikenna, you were on the ground for this extensive inspection tour. For viewers, can you briefly highlight the governor's underlying message, particularly this idea that he's campaigning through development rather than politics?
All right, Ibrahim, the governor has repeatedly said that he will not campaign with just mere words. He will campaign with projects that has been his mantra since 2.5 years ago when he came into office. And he's actually demonstrated that severally. And he going to the election in months' time, about, more than a year's time, he wants to still continue in that state by actually campaigning, not just with mere words or promises, campaign promises, but also doing the work so that people will actually see what he's doing. And he has demonstrated that by, initiating some mind-blowing project, like he said he will give Warri a facelift, and that he's doing continuously. And of course, this one going to the rural areas to actually develop rural communities like that in Okpe local government, in Isoko North and Isoko South, is connecting communities together from one local government to the other. He actually, in one of the roads he commissioned the Phase 1 in the first year of his administration, and this one he continued to the Phase 2 of that project. So he's demonstrating that by telling people that I am I know your needs, and I want to meet those needs so that you will know that I'm not just here to
That's right.
just work or talk, but to do the work.
Yeah.
And he has demonstrated that by the infrastructure development across Delta State.
Yeah,
Ibrahim.
it can very quickly. Most of the projects inspected were rural roads. What did you observe that explains why the Oborevwori administration is heavily prioritizing rural infrastructure at this point in its tenure?
All right. The governor has also said that he wants to make the state government, state capital, closer to the people in the rural area, not just rural area, but riverine area, because Delta is majorly water and land. So he wants to bring that, and he has demonstrated that through, the budgetary provision. He earmarked 1 billion naira to each local government of the 25 local government area to develop infrastructure, and that's demonstrating the people, are yearning to have their places developed, especially oil-based communities in Delta State who are, deprived of development, basic infrastructure, basic amenities. And the governor said he interested, particularly said interested in actually developing that. But it's a whole lot, Ibrahim, to actually, take, because there are a lot of rural areas that have to be touched in Delta State. I mean, it's a whole lot of rural communities, especially riverine communities. So he's doing that, but there's still a whole lot to be done. And he's, telling them that even though your community has not been gotten to with road infrastructure or school or healthcare facilities, that they are going to do that. But it's a whole lot to actually take by the state government.
Absolutely.
And we'll see how that pans out in the coming months and days.
Well, it remains to be seen how that will definitely pan out. Keep close tabs on this for us. Ikena Amechi, thank you for the update. Thank you. Well, that's